Hey there, Algebra kids. You are taking your newfound factoring skills one step further today and actually taking that GCF that you find from terms and pulling it out of an expression such as a binomial or a polynomial. So let's make sure that we are ready, because I'm ready and I know you guys can conquer this skill. So when we factor polynomials, factoring allows us to pull the greatest common factor, the GCF, from expressions. And I want you to think of it as reverse distribution. You know, distribution multiplies terms together and it combines them. Factoring is the opposite, where we're actually pulling out that term that you would multiply by. So the steps are to find the GCF of each term, then divide each of those terms by the GCF, and then you check by redistributing. So if we look at our example here, I'm not going to fully go into it, but the GCF of each of these terms, 2y and 6, is 2. So 2 has been pulled out from each term. So 2y divided by 2 and then 6 divided by 2. And 2y divided by 2 is just y, which is left here, and 6 divided by 2 is 3, which is left here. And then you just have your greatest common factor on the outside. If we were to redistribute this, we would get 2y plus 6, which matches our original expression. So that's just a quick look at factoring, and let's take an in-depth look at our next slide. So let's take a look at this example. We are given the expression 8x squared plus 4x, and we're told to factor the expression. So as the steps say in your notes, make sure you look back at those. It says to find the GCF of your two terms. So we're going to find the GCF of 8x squared, and we're going to find the GCF of 4x. So our factors for 8x squared will be 1 and 8x squared, 2 and 4x squared, 4 and 2x squared. Then we also have x and 8x. We have 2x, and 4x. And that's where we'll stop. And then for 4x, we also have 1 and 4x, and 2 and 2x. So if I look, my greatest common factors right here are 4x and 4x. So I'm going to pull a 4x out of my expression here. So if I start with my 4x, I want to do step 2 and divide each term by 4x. So if I divide 8x squared by 4x, I know from my exponent rules that 8 divided by 4 is 2. And x squared divided by x, there's this little ninja 1, it just becomes 2x because we subtract our exponents. Then I have 4x divided by 4x, that's just 1. I'm left with positive 1. So how we write this is we leave our factor on the outside of 4x, and then our factor's expression on the inside of the parentheses. And this is our final answer. And then if we do a little check, as step 3 tells you to do, you can just redistribute your monomial that you factored out. So we have 4x times 2x and 4x times 1, and we do that, you add our ninja 1s in there, we get 8x squared plus 4x, and we get a check. So if you check it and when you redistribute the factor that you pulled out, you get the same answer as you were originally given, you know you did it correctly. Okay, so when you go on IXL, you're going to see something that looks like this. Factor out the greatest common factor. If the greatest common factor is 1, just retype the polynomial. So how we do this is exactly how we did it before. We're going to list our factors. So we have 3t cubed and 6t squared. And for 3t cubed, I have 1 and 3t cubed. Then I can have t and 3t squared, and then I could have t squared and 3t, and you're just breaking it down because each of these things, when you would multiply them together, would equal 3t squared. So each of these factors that you pull apart, when you multiply them together, you want to get back to 3t squared. For 6t squared, we're going to have a few more. We're going to have 1 and 6t squared. You're going to have 2 and 3t squared. Then you're going to have 2t and 3t. And I think we'll stop there. So if we look, we see our greatest common factors are 3t squared. So if I want to enter this into IXL again, you take each term, 3t cubed plus 6t squared, and divide by your greatest common factor that you found. So we're dividing by 3t squared. 3t cubed divided by 3t squared. 3 divided by 3 is 1. We don't have to write it. It's a ninja one. And then t to the third divided by t to the second. We subtract the exponents. We are left with t, or t to the first. And then for t, 6t squared divided by 3t squared. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 2 minus 2, this becomes t to the 0 power. And anything to the 0 power you guys know is 1. So we are left with t plus 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And then again on the outside we have to put our 3t squared. And if we were to redistribute this for our check, we get 3t squared times t, which is 3t cubed, and then 3t squared times 2 is 6t squared. And that matches our initial answer there. Great. The hot question. So for this hot question, I'm going to play some background music for you. Get happy about your factoring. So you need to factor out the GCF of 12b to the 4th minus 3b cubed. Also try IXL skill A1, AA2. I have full confidence in you that you can get an 80 or above on that skill. Go ahead, try it out. And then hot question bonus. This first hot question bonus. If you choose a problem from the IXL skill A1, AA2, write the factored expression in the Google Doc and include your check when you redistribute your factor. You will get some extra credit points, so go ahead and try that, and good luck.